something different is going on, and the world has changed. Paul Hellyer, Canada's defense minister, retired, admits that UFOs exist and says nothing else on the subject. C.I.A, Israeli defense minister, also retired, says American astronauts are working inside of the planet Mars with extraterrestrials, and they're here, they're curious about us, and they're ready to do projects, and that a contract was already signed. UK's defense minister says in 180 days, a major revelation about the UFOs will be known to the world. Why are all these retired defense ministers talking about what's going to happen? Because it was all premeditated a long time ago. And here on the moon, actually everything he's actually talking about, all of them, the defense minister, especially C.I.A, is talking about them being on Mars, inside of Mars. And here on the moon, we're seeing them come out of the insides of the moon. And they travel along the surface. We have lights appearing and disappearing. Smokes and hazes are appearing between them, and I'm filming it live with a big telescope. And my videos don't get up over 2,000 in general. 99% of them stay stuck at 2,000-3,000 views. It's a good thing I'm at 2,000-3,000 now, because they were only getting about 1,400 to 1,700 views, which is ridiculous. I mean, I know I as vain as I sound, I honestly thought the world would have flipped seeing this. Oh, they would have, but they're being held back from the channel. That's why it's really important that all of you keep coming back, checking out the videos, and especially for subscribing to my channel. It really helps. Thanks for becoming a member. Thanks for the supports and contributions. I greatly appreciate it. Watch this. Yeah, hello. He's saying, hang on, Mike, I got to take off. I'll see you later. He's, hang on, I'm not ready. Back one's flashing. But then the first UFO decides, hey, I'm taking off. So picks up speed, and the one in the back is continuing to flash its lights. The phenomena that I see in the sky and that I've been seeing for a long time is just absolutely incredible. So we see them coming out of the inside of the moon, the lights. But on the top we have structures that are hard to see. Why? Simple. They have the same reflectivity as the surface, whether it be deliberately camouflaged or the natural disturbances in the atmospheres between Earth and the moon. It's still up there. They are all up there. We can see all the lines and structures side by side. We talk about colors. I'll show you the supposed blue ocean very, very soon. We see near Copernicus on the left there a major mint green color. There's lots of colors. It's even said that there's a desert around Copernicus. Well, it sure looks like it. You can see all the yellows there. Straight up colors without any filtering. Here, an inversion, straight up inversion. Look at all the patches. I was the first to mention those patches in my images anyways, and in my research, which I basically believe are hiding all the structures. Most of the structures, not all of them. We see bridges here, right there at the end of the arrow. Straight lines going to what look like bases and stuff. This is totally top secret. Check it out. Monolithic object on the left you just saw, and a pipe crossing paths. There's an L shape. It goes all the way to the tunnels over to the left, but there's smoke moving at the end of it. A white object that is billowing at the end of a tunnel. What might it be? Well, obviously, some type of atmosphere or something. No two ways about this being a tunnel or structure that's entering the ground. The construction had to turn so that it would not hit that big tunnel there, and you can see where the construction goes into the ground so that both areas go to the same area inside the ground, coming from two different areas. It's a massive transportation system that was designed there on the moon. Whether it be in use now or not, I don't know, but I'll be honest with you, it sure as hell doesn't look very broken up. You know, I would say not even, it doesn't look broken up at all. Now watch this slow down. Massive flash, or, hey, probably an explosion. I'm not kidding. It ain't small. Check it out. It'd be about 3 to 5 miles wide. Did you see that? Well, look at it a couple of times, 3 or 4 times for you to get a good look at it. Look at that. Something lighting up on the surface. I mean, listen, unless it's a trap door on the surface opening up, showing the gates of hell inside where Bill Gates lives, I have no idea. But I know for a fact that that is not the sun. I repeat, that is not the sun that is reflecting off of the surface. The sun could be doing some reflecting over to the right, but definitely not in a dark area. And you could see that line of smoke is where that light was appearing, all along that hidden line of smoke. So here's a scenario or theory. Imagine if astronauts, American astronauts, I think not just American, they talk about Americans being in Mars. I think there's a lot more than just Americans Mars, but whether they're the ones that started the project or not, could these be humans smoking the surface for the secret projects that the aliens are doing? Who says the aliens, here's another theory, didn't hire humans to be the defense of their own planet, since we're the savages, right? There's many ways that this can go. And for me, people come and they say, Bruce, I know you're going to laugh at me when I tell you this theory. No, I'm not, buddy. I ain't going to laugh at you at all, man, because the theories, guys and gals, that you're giving me, they could all be real, right? We never know exactly what is up there. But war, that's another thing. No two ways about it. There are UFOs, unidentified flying objects, that are shooting out lights on the surface. There could be a war up there on the moon also. Maybe that's why the aliens are here. Maybe they lost something. Maybe they lost ground. Maybe they just won the moon. Do you have any idea how complex this all can be? I'm sure most of us do not in the world, that's for sure. The perception that everyone has is the reality that was given to them. Here's one reality. There's Copernicus crater, 20 kilometers, like 9 or 10 miles, 10, 12 miles from Copernicus. Before we start talking about, yes, STS mission 75, living life, I'm going to explain to you how exactly they travel around in space. I'm going to show it to you with the proof that NASA has furnished us. This is not my footage. This is the mission, STS-75 mission. I have my amazing friend Jim G, that his brother used to work for NASA. No, he wasn't, in space, maybe doing Apollo missions and stuff. The guy had an amazing job. He was welcoming the people that were arriving at the NASA center. Anyway, to make a long story short, he gave me some STS mission badges, some real badges. Had the honor to be able to just look at one with everything going on for me. It's just so amazing to have had the chance to even talk to a family that was close to NASA. So the reality is what they made us believe. Let's check out some of the serious mission STS-75 Tether Incident that absolutely fascinates me. The Tether Incident bar in the center that you're looking at is actually just an object, a metallic or titanium object, and everything else is a creature? I don't know, but it's not talked about. Let's zoom in. Let's try. Look at that. What is reality? Look at that one. Bioluminescent, it's electrical, it's flashing. It's flashing to move forward. Or moving forward, it's producing sun from the energy from the sun. Do you understand what's going on? We're looking at a living creature that is electrically charged in space, okay, that is changing directions. And we're going to talk about directional change. I'm going to show you the proof. And not only that, I'm going to show you how they're changing directions. And look at that one right there that is stationary. Do you see him? Two pieces, a point with a circle. Let's go see that one in motion. Reality is equal to perception. And perception, and this is from me, I've been saying it for years, perception is based on one's beliefs and one's fear factor. Because depending on how fearful you are, it will change the way you believe in something. And it will also change the way you perceive something, therefore leaving you in your own reality. To each our own realities, depending on our belief systems. That's why we fight. Notice the object on the bottom is going straight. So only the front part is pulsating. You don't see the turning or spinning of the round section. You'll understand when I show you this. Watch this. Keep watching. This is the Tether Incident. This one is pushing its head out very slowly to go towards the right, but at the same time turning clockwise or counterclockwise to go downwards, to change. Like they have 4 ways that they can go, right? Diagonally too, and I'll show you that later. There we are, zoomed out, looking at the STS-75 mission. Look at the creatures appearing, right? When animals are scared in the oceans here, look at them appear in a hole from space. When they're scared here, the animals that are bioluminescent, they light up. When they want to mate, they light up. Who says they're not doing the same? Here in the physical world, when you're running down, having a jog on your way somewhere, and you decide you forgot your pack of cigarettes or your keys, and you want to turn around and go the other way, you can do it in a flash of a second, in a flash of an eye, right? But in space, for them to stop, slow down, or change directions, it's very different. So you can see that they can gain speed, but at the same time, they can even stop themselves. But it takes a lot longer for them to do so. So the mindset would be very different, even though it could be a primitive biological creature, an organism. They're very large. Many of these beautiful creatures, space creatures, are reminding me of objects that we see in the bottom of our oceans here, like jellyfish or smaller living organisms in the bottom, exactly some of the things that fish eat. Now look at this one going diagonally. It's thrusting, turning counterclockwise to go upwards, and at the same time pushing out that object. There's one that appears in the right. Did you see that where the circle is? It appears. So they could even disappear for whatever the reason they appear. Creatures here in the ocean, look at this one going forward, which is not turning its circle at the back. It's just thrusting its front part. In the ocean, there's one going diagonally. There's one appearing, going counterclockwise, going upwards, just like in the ocean, my friends, right? So animals here in the ocean on Earth, while you're looking at UFOs, observing the tether. In the center is that tether that got lost. NASA lost a piece off their ship, and it's the aliens, the UFOs or biological creatures, are actually examining the tether. We have living biological creatures out in space. 180 days, they said, the end of June. Are they going to play with us, or are they going to tell us the truth about the UFOs? Are they going to mention the moon? And if not, are they going to keep the moon secretive? The research will never stop. Thanks, everyone. Slow disclosure is in progress. More information will be coming, a lot more.
This is Houston. Say again, please.